Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're checking in from today. We tried to mix it up in terms of the venue today. We're at the Hangout Lagos at Landmark Beach. Those of you who live in Lagos, definitely come and check it out. So it's a Friday. We're gonna have some fun. And it's me, your guy to talk, the Nigeria Englishman. And here's One Touch TV. And this is our match preview for the FA Cup fixture between Arsenal and Southampton. So those of you who know Arsenal, I can say it with my chest now because officially we are the most successful team in the competition. I do not know what, hold on. This is very important. Gotta make sure I'm fresh. So, when it comes to the FA Cup, we're a different animal. We look like a Champions League team when we're playing in that tournament. I don't know what happens to us. So, in terms of our previous form, I wouldn't have really taken this into consideration when it came to my predictions of the game. But fortunately for Arsenal fans, for a change, we're actually in a good vein of form. If you look at our last 5 fixtures, we've had 4 wins and 1 draw. And if you looked at our previous 5 fixtures, it looked completely different those times. So we're on a good run. Everyone's getting excited about the emergence of Emil Smith-Rowe. He's the guy, he's the number 10, he's the shining light. I'm not gonna get caught up in the whole Croydon, KDB, that talk, but he's definitely done well and definitely taken his chance. So I'm excited to see him in the squad, but it's about time for him to probably get a little bit of a rest. So when it comes to the way we're playing right now, we're playing with confidence. The things that weren't going across in the previous games are coming off now. The flicks, the tricks, the 1-2 touch passing, and even Aubameyang's back on form. And we know a confident Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is very nervous to any defense all around the world. So, form-wise, I'm pretty confident. It's the FA Cup, so I'm always confident. And we know that for some weird reason, when it comes to Arsenal and the FA Cup, they like either putting us in an away fixture or against a Premiership side. So not only are we playing a Premiership side in terms of Southampton this week, if we beat Southampton, we're probably playing another Premiership side in the next round, which is Wolverhampton Wanderers. So we definitely don't do it the easy way when it comes to my club. In terms of lineup, the lineup I'd like to see, I like to have a few changes because we played quite a consistent 11 over the last few weeks and we need to fresh things up. So let's start with the goalkeeper. In goal, I wouldn't mind seeing our new goalkeeper. I think his name is Matt Ryan. We just got him in from Brighton today. I think it's a long-term deal. I don't think it's a loan. I think it's a long-term deal. So he's coming in as our number 2. And in my eyes, anyone is better than Runnison. So if he's signed and he qualifies, throw him in. He's played good games for us at the Emirates, against us at the Emirates before, while playing for Brighton. Throw him in, give him a chance in the FA Cup. Give Burn a little bit of a rest. Centre-back partnership. I would have liked to see Pablo Mari back, but he's still injured. But I believe this is the perfect game to bring Gabriel back into the side. He's been suffering from corona over the last few weeks. He's back in the side, back in training. So it'd be nice to see him back in the team. We know how good he is. The first 3 months of the season, which were going horribly for us, he was the light shining bright in our team. He won Player of the Month 3 months in a row. So I like him back in the side, alongside his Brazilian counterpart, David Luiz. I was surprised seeing him in the lineup in the last game against Newcastle, but he didn't put a foot wrong. He played well, didn't make any mistakes, kept it simple. And in terms of leadership, David Luiz always brings some sort of energy and leadership into the side, so I'm not upset with him getting a little run in the side for this game. On the left back and right back, I would say Kieran Tierney, but he's such an asset for us. So I'm not sure, maybe we rest him for this game and play him in the midweek game against Southampton. I'd like to maybe play Saka left back, because you know my opinion about Ainsley Maitland-Niles. He's not looked up for it. He's given us some great performances in the FA Cup prior to this season, but I don't know, he's just been off the ball in terms of that left back position. I think it's really showing the fact that he's a right-footed left back in the last couple of games I've seen him play in that position. So I'd probably play Saka left back and maybe rest him for the midweek game because he's played a ton of games. And he's probably, for me, the most valuable asset in our side. He can play anyway, he's super versatile. Right back, I'd like to see Bellerin. And you know my opinion on Bellerin. I think we should definitely cash in on him in the summer, but Cedric played a really good game in the Premiership against Newcastle, so I'd like him to get a rest and him to come back for the Premiership fixture and maybe give Bellerin another run out in the FA Cup, see what he can do. He's really hit and miss, Hector Bellerin, but he seems to be taking more concern in his fashion sense than his actual football nowadays, but we'll see what happens. So I'd be playing a 4-3-3 with a midfield pivot of 2. The 2 in the midfield. I'd actually like to see Ainsley in that defensive midfield role alongside El Neni. Because maybe as a left back, he's not quite cutting it, but I believe Arteta kept him in the side and not cashed in on him to maybe give him a few more chances in his preferred position. Playing down the middle. He wants to play down the middle. He's had one game down the middle this season. I think that was in the Europa Cup. But he actually played a really good game. I think we won that game 3 or 4-0 against some farmers and school teachers. But he played a good game. I'd like to see him alongside El Neni. El Neni's not the long-term option, but he's a great squad player. He's come back from his loan with a little bit of bounce in his step. And he's done a decent job every time we've asked him to this season. So I'll put El Neni as our number 10. This is an interesting one because normally I'd say Smith Rowe, but he's played a hell of a lot of minutes recently, so don't really want him in the side. I don't want him to suffer from burnout. Give him a little bit of a rest and maybe just throw in Ceballos in there, give him another chance in a more of an attacking position, so make him move forward, give Ceballos a bit of a chance in that role. So that'll be my midfield 3. On the wings, I'd like to see left wing. Who would I like to see left wing? Martinelli. Yeah, Martinelli on the left. He's just ushering back from injury. Perfect game to get him in from the start in. He's always looked bright whenever he's on the pitch. I think in the Newcastle game, I don't think he got enough chances or the ball enough, so he wasn't able to really show his stuff. So get him in against Southampton. He's always a bright spot for us. On the right, this might be controversial, but if we can't test him out in these games, when is he going to get a run of games? So I'll play Nicolas Pepe. Things have not gone really well for Pepe. He looks like the new version of Gervinho, as I said in the last video. He's actually contributed less than Gervinho did with the same amount of games, but I'm confident at some point, with a little bit of confidence, we might eventually see the best of Nicolas Pepe. If you ask me, and I'm sure if you ask every Arsenal fan, we should have cashed in on Wilfried Zaha, because he's a proven Premiership player, proven winger, and he's an Arsenal fan. I believe if Zaha came to Arsenal at that time, it would have been like, for my 80s babies for this one, it would have been like the Green Ranger when he joined the Power Rangers. So the Green Ranger, before he joined the Power Rangers, he was kicking their asses left, right and centre. But when they added him to the Power Rangers unit, he was super effective. And that's exactly how I thought Zaha was going to be. And maybe the board thought that Pepe was going to do the same thing, but it's not worked out yet. So give him a run, give him a little try. Who knows, it might work out. And up top, this is a tricky one. Do I start Abba because he's confident right now, or do I rest him for the midweek game? Do I play Lacazette because he's our leading scorer right now, but maybe he needs a little bit of rest because we need him to help us rise in the league table? Do I play Nketiah because he usually starts these type of games, or do I give Balogun a chance? Balogun, look at me. I've been speaking to too many of my English friends this week. I'm saying Balogun when I should be saying Balogun. Yeah, Balogun should start this weekend, I think, because as fans, we're super excited about him. We're trying to convince him to stay at the club, but he's not getting any minutes. He needs minutes. Give him minutes and he'll be encouraged that he has a future in Arsenal. Give him bloody minutes. So that'll be my starting lineup for this week. I'd like to see maybe, if need something new, throw in a Smith Rowe, throw in a Aubameyang if we need to go on the second half. But I'd like to see how this team works. I believe this team is good enough to beat Southampton. I assume they'll do a little bit of rotation as well. I don't expect Danny Ings to start from the beginning of the game, but you might see him in the second half. So I believe we got a chance. If this was in the league, I'd be a little bit more skeptical. I'd probably say 2-2. But as it's the FA Cup, and I think we've won it 14 times, 14 times, the most successful club in the competition. That's the only thing I can say with my chest as an Arsenal fan right now, so leave me alone, right? So yeah, I think we're going to win this game 3-1. Yeah, I'm going to go for 3-1, right? We'll see. So thank you very much for your time today, everybody. Like, comment, subscribe. It's a new channel, One Touch TV. We're just trying to make it grow. Look forward to seeing you in the game review, sorry. Have a good day.